area first. We also got a couple of assassination contracts here. I would love to do the tomb, but I'm going to hold off on the tomb because it might be story related. And there's public executions here. Lord Mayor has promised great rewards to whoever finds the missing fiancé. What's this one? Accusing woodcutters of being responsible for the lycanthropic appearances. Let's go ahead and put our food together. Forest pot. Wheeled platter. Hell yeah. There seems to be a very large crevice between where I want to go and where I am. I'm guessing I'm going to have to go across that bridge to get there. Let's check these corpses. Wolf meat. Delicious. Let's go ahead and put down a rope here just in case. Okay. Got some more Alizarian soldiers coming to be a bunch of dicks. Go back into the Weald. We're only at halfway to our fatigue. Maybe I should rest and eat some of these sanity foods. Talk to the merchant.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
Grab all these. Let's see. I'm going to sell 40 of these rubies. I don't need that many. I guess we'll sell 40 of these sapphires. Guess we'll sell these heavy-ass items. Sell these, sell this. Level 9. We only want the good stuff. Get out of here. I wonder if the Wartales team is watching people playing the game and slowly piggybacking off of their feedback. Target weak points. Could be interesting. Alright, that's good for now. Let's kill these guards.
We're busy hunting lycanthropes to notice what you...
16 guards. Let's murder all of these dudes. I should probably rest and see what happens to our boy turning into a werewolf. That could be fun. I kind of want to go in here and blast people with this dude. Let's get Taurus into a good spot here. We need valor points. Let's start with Stan. Reload, swap weapons. Reload. Fire again. Light them on fire, buddy. Move a little closer. Move a little closer. Spread the love. Pass. This enemy runs in and attacks my defenseless rogue. That's rude. My wolf can't get anywhere. Let's see. That guy's still getting buffs, by the way. Still going. Alright, let's go in with this guy. Actually, where is... Nobody over here can give damage bonuses. Okay, well, I guess we're just going in. We're going to Galvanizing Shout this unit to give him inspiration and myself inspiration. We're going to huff some paint. We're going to huff some paint again. Yeah, we're going to throw a bomb. Killing one unit. We're going to walk inside here. We're going to... Purge. Cool. We're going to huff some more paint. Come over here. We're going to purge. Smacking these guys with the dope. Alright. Go after the captain. I guess we can't really do anything else. Let's reposition, get him out of combat. Get him away from everybody because he's on fire. The new class seems kind of fun. Ow. Rude. Let's go with Sir Terror, I guess. Can I ask what you think of the best 5 classes? In terms of what? Each class does a very specific thing. Are you looking for the top 5 classes that can kill enemies? Like, what can give you the highest body count? Disengage? Because each one has a specific role that they do. What? Pass. Some classes are good at dealing with like 1 enemy. Some classes are good at killing 25 enemies. Some classes are good at, you know, manipulating the battlefield. Some of my favorite classes is probably Fighter, because it's versatile in a bunch of different ways. And it has probably one of the most broken builds available to it. The second is the Executioner. The Blender build that I have is just, I fell in love with it as soon as I figured it out. And then the Halberdier is a lot of fun. 4 out of 5 of the crossbow classes are really strong. The most broken crossbow build is probably Gunner, because the Gunner can just solo arenas by itself without any help from anybody else. Machinist is awesome. The Smasher build that I have on Inquisitor Arya is really, really good. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the Blender build, here's what it looks like.
A new follower.
Come in here. Go right here. I'm going to suck all these enemies into me. And now I have 7 enemies around me. Or 6. I can't count. 6 enemies. And they're all dead. And this build can kill 5 bears, any level. This build can kill units before their armor is destroyed. This build can kill 7 enemies plus an additional 3 plus 1, so it's 11 kills just from this unit alone. This unit is very strong. Gonna increase our damage. Give everybody riposte. Kill that unit. Pass. This unit here can attack 3 times on offense, and it can attack 3 times on defense. Actually, with the shield he's currently using, he can't do that. He can only attack back twice. I just lied. What build is the Smasher? She just is just a cool unit. I fell in love with her. She is she basically has like a super high chance to attack of opportunity. That was a tank with 53% damage reduction, by the way. There goes another tank. Yes. So Inquisitor Arya, she's just a smasher, but she seems to have a very high chance to do attacks of opportunity. And she also does a lot of damage. And I have her so that when she does defensive riposte, she also lands that quite a bit too. These enemies are not running away yet because we haven't killed the boss. We'll kill the boss. I'm not paying attention. Heal our unit. Repair your armor. Why is your armor so low, sir? They're using a shit helmet. Give you a better helmet. Let's give you this helmet. I need to fix this character. I need to give this character weapon swap. Next time I find a Brotherhood training ground, I'm going to do that. Hackert is an amazing support unit. Once I respec him, he'll be super good. Because apparently the Skalmar knife, you can use the Skalmar knife in a weapon swap, and it doesn't count as your main attack. So the Skalmar knife can be used with another dagger as well, so you get 2 attacks. Let's see where this goes. The old Sawmill. Lockpick. You made Hackert an assassin? Yeah. I already had an assassin, so I decided to make him something else. I really like the strategist. It's pretty good. Kind of does what the Thaumaturge does. Somewhat like how crossbow shots are not considered basic actions. Correct. They are not. I like that too, because after you unload all of your shots, you can then run away with whatever it's called. You can move twice, basically.
This sawmill
Reposition.
is my home. My great-grandparents built it with their own hands.
Taught me the profession here. How will my sons make a living if they run off somewhere else?
The guards refuse to protect us. They claim it's all our fault. They say the lycanthropes are attacking Rigel because of the harm we do to the wheel.
Yeah, strategist is super good.
We're so utterly alone.
You should check out my strategist build because you'll probably want to respec him into using 2 weapons if you have Skalmar DLC, because you can use that knife
By Saint Jeru,
as your second weapon and stab
believe
one of your allies to get an attack of
monsters
opportunity.
Can attack my house all they want. I'll still keep fighting. They'll tire before I do. All I need is a little help.
A wooden ruler, huh? I know exactly what to measure with that.
You'll do it. I don't know where to begin. Maybe you could give my sons a hand? They're building barricades where the lycanthropes have already struck. Their attacks are becoming more and more aggressive, and we're even starting to run short on wood to protect ourselves. Any material will do the job. We're not picky.
10 sandstone, because it's heavy as hell.
It's better than nothing, believe me. Besides, my boys are quite resourceful. They'll find a use for it.
I like the reference to the 3 little pigs here. Did any of you catch that? One of the options was for hemp, so grass. The second was for wood, and the third was for sandstone. So grass, wood, bricks.
I prepared some beds for you.
Big bad wolf.
So you decide to stay when the lycanthropes attack.
That's cute.
If the count is right, and the Weald really is angry with us...
We made this house out of bricks.
I'm begging you, stay a little longer. Just to be sure the lycanthropes don't enter the sawmill.
Sure. We'll stay. What's this? Rest while waiting for the fight. Rest.
They're here! The lycanthropes are just on the other side of the window.
There is some number. It doesn't tell us how many. Okay. Oh, it's like one of the plague battles. It's like a cursed battle, but this is much bigger. I asked for a brick house, not this log cabin that we're in. Survive for another 6 rounds. Okay, I guess. Smack my bitch up. Like that. Sucker. Oh, he's knocking at the door. Can I also attack the door? Hammy, can you deal with that, please? Thanks. You failed the city. Hammy gets angry every time my boar gets hit. Oh my god. What the hell just happened to his HP? Every time my boar gets hit, he gets 100% more damage because he gets angry. Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin. You can't come in. Forearm fracture. Okay, well. Bragg, can you open the door, please? I said open the door. Let's let our guest in, please. I can't move anymore? What's happening? I can't move. He's terrified. Intern? You must start the turn. One of your companions. Return. Is this a bug? I can't seem to move. Can I swap stances? Now can I move? I don't think I was supposed to open the door. The game has disagreed with everything that's just happened. I can't forcibly end the turn. You must start the turn as one of your... Okay. Return. Intern. Can't intern. Can't move. Uh-oh. Can we get a wolf or is it just enemies? No, you can. The wolves can infect your team and then they can turn into werewolves. I'm going to reload. I can't seem to move. Breaking the door seemed to have caused a problem. Uh-oh. Load. Okay. Can I save it? Can't save it. Can I quick save it? I can't quick save it. Uh-oh. What is happening right now? $11.12. Okay, let's load this one. Update the game, maybe? Maybe. Let's just load, see what happens. I think breaking the door opened and it caused my unit to get stuck behind the open door. I think is what happened. So we shouldn't let them in. We should probably just wait for them to open the door. So that was a bug. I was able to move, but it wouldn't actually let me move. And I couldn't in-turn. I couldn't just force in the turn either. And I couldn't swap to another unit because it said I was already active on another. Bragg was still taking his turn, so I couldn't do anything about that. Someone said earlier there is an update. Interesting. Did I miss that? Probably did. Let me take a look. Okay. We're back to where we were. Let's just move on back. Pass. Okay. Let's try this again. Bragg. Open the door. And now I can't do anything. That is a bug. All right. We're going to exit the game. And we're going to upload it. We are going to update the game real quick. Library. Uploading. Okay. Update queued. Update. So there is an update. Confirmed. So maybe that'll patch that that problem. It's been a 2A already. Didn't fix stuttering for everyone though. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Also saw someone on post Wartales about freeze in the fight you were just in. Yeah, that's kind of what it was. It was a soft freeze. The game didn't stall, but I was unable to move. Forum Discord. Yeah, I don't have Discord running right now because I don't want to overtax my computer because I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. And if I use too many resources, my my computer locks up. So I need to get like a second streaming PC just to keep everything running smoothly. The patch is complete. Play. Appreciate you guys hanging out during the technical difficulties. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow if you're on Twitch or YouTube. And If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to ask about Wartales. We've been playing XCOM Long War of the Chosen when we haven't been doing Wartales. I most recently did a Beef DLC overview and like a walkthrough or guide on it. I've gotten probably 5 or 6 build guides out there that are pretty powerful for some select classes. I've gotten basic tips and tricks for Wartales guide out there floating around. I throw all these videos in the Wartales Discord if you just go down to the videos section, or you can look on my Discord or whatever. Continue. Let's see if this fight still freezes. And it might not even be a freeze if the enemy breaks the door. It might just be a freeze for when I break the door. Yeah, that's what I think too, Quentin. I think if I break the door, it causes this soft lock. Maybe we'll just chill and wait for the wolves to come in. But the new DLC is pretty cool. I do like the mechanics in the wheels. I do like the new creatures. Alright, let's just try this one more time. Break the door down. Okay, that issue still remains. So that did not get fixed in the patch. We had to test. We had to test. We're playing Ironman. So you got to be kind of careful with Ironman and stuff like this, because it's a very good way to soft lock your game. Luckily, the problem that we're having right now is not a soft lock. So I'm just going to sit back and chill in this fight and see what happens if the animals bust through on their own rather than we break the door. I'll probably use somebody to attack the door, but we'll let the enemy break it. And it might be just because I'm using the bravery skill, or it might be because I'm using the brawler instead of someone else, or the Slayer, whatever it's called. Slayer was one of the first builds that I found that is kind of wild, because it can hit like 26 times on a single target, and I usually use a Slayer to take down high HP targets like bears or bosses, things like that. And I recently went into the pits on that character, and we got a pit item that every attack adds 1 poison. So now when I do her combo, she adds like 16 poisons plus bleed plus corrosion to a single target, and it's disgusting. I tried one-shotting a boss with it. Unfortunately, the boss or elites have reduced damage over time. Alright, let's punch the door. Okay. Punch the door. Okay, we've punched the door. We can run away. Pass. He attacks the door. Okay. What if I throw a bomb at the door? See how he moved out of the way when the door opened? Maybe that's why I was getting stuck. Because this unit can still move. When the door opened, this character got knocked back. The sensor is a two-handed weapon. I was going to say, can we do a sensor in one hand and a bomb in the other? Okay. We can still move. Kestrel, go kill this wolf. We're back in business, boys. The run continues. Pass. Come over here and kill this wolf. Pass. I wish there was a button to just end the round. Because now we have to go through and in turn for everybody. Be nice if there was some like end allied turns or something. Over here we will heal this guy so he's not bleeding anymore. Fall back. Over here, heal this guy. Pass, pass. We have 6 more rounds of this, by the way. They really should put something in there in these types of missions, or specifically for these types of missions, that allow you to just pass for all of your units. Or if no enemies are detected, it'll give you a prompt. Do you want to pass into the next turn or the next round? So I think when you guys are doing stuff like this, you should probably move away from the doors to prevent these kinds of problems. In your runs. We'll just move you over here. Smack that enemy. Move on back. Nice. We're just going to stay away from the doors. These 2 guys here probably can't move. Because that door opened. Well, they moved in after the door opened. Why did he attack this guy? I'm so confused. Taurus, taunt. Give everybody ovation. Increase damage. Kill that wolf. Okay, whoever he attacks, he's just gonna attack back, right? Attacks my wolf. Wolf doesn't get an attack back? That's rude. Move behind the target, kill. And pass. Nimra, come over here. We're going to taunt this enemy. Stab it. Now we can use the stab again, but there's nothing to attack, so pass. Wolf bleeds. We're going to heal the wolf. Move on back. Pass. Throw a bomb. Inhale. Move on back. Go ahead and huff your paint, sir. It's going to take a while for them to get to us. Interesting. Over here. Explosive. Thank you for following. Appreciate that, Curtis. Gonna inhale. Over here. Detective smoke. Okay. Got some doping smoke. Hell yeah. That smoke is dope, yo. Literally. Run in, and I love the way this weapon sounds. 2 valor points for the kill. We're just gonna pass. We still have our guy turning into a werewolf, so I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like.
Thank you for following.
Xmazza, thank you for following. Appreciate that. Werewolves are entering the building. Okay, new round starting. Let's shoot these werewolves. Killed one. Come here. Tactical order. 1,600 damage to that guy's face. Use you. Wow, you do no damage to this thing. What the hell? Oh, that's better. Pass. Ninmura, you taunt this enemy. Stab it in the face. Attack of opportunity. Great. Run over here. Stab this one in the face. Good job. Pass. Vitorate, you come in. This is our guy from the bandit camp. Okay. That one down by himself. Good job. We have 4 more rounds to survive. There's still another enemy out here? Ah, he's there. Come down here. Kill him through the wall. Move on back. Pass. Just gotta wait. I really wish there was like a pass until end of turn. Maybe one day somebody will make a mod for this game that will allow you to just pass on all your people. Kind of like an XCOM. Or at least give the captain the ability to like tell everyone to hold till next round. That would be pretty sweet too. That would probably be the best way to do that, is to give an ability to the captain that just tells the troop to wait. All right. This guy's going first. 1,200 HP on this bad boy. He's dead. Another one through the wall here. Let's open the door for him. See how the door knocks this guy out of the way? Right, werewolf goes after my archer, who shoots him in the back. Ow. Rude. Taurus, come on in. Attack from behind. Right over here. Hunt this enemy. Increase damage. Pass. Wolf on wolf action. That's hot. Bleeding and scared. Nice. Let's heal our ferocious wolf with our sensor. Before we do that, let's inhale, getting the protective smoke. Let's inhale again. And let's AoE heal. Healing both of these units. I can't throw a bomb, but we can do protective smoke. Put the doping smoke and give relentless to our team. And now we can throw a bomb at this wolf over here. Doing a little bit of damage. Pass. The sensor units are kind of like paint huffing crackheads that do nefarious things or beneficial things, depending on which way you go with it. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad, okay? So like this unit here, we're going to huff some paint. Toxic miasma to my friends. Because that's a thing I can do. Move a little closer. We're going to pathogenic concoction. So if I use this on an enemy, I'm just going to move back a little bit. If I use this on an enemy, it also affects my allies, right? Yeah. So that just put 3 poisons, bleeding and corrosion and fire on all people in the area. And then we're going to purge. Adding doping smoke to my friends. And some really bad stuff to our enemies. Let's throw another bomb at this guy. Yeah. And let's heal some of our people because we just totally messed them up. See, it's like it never happened. It's fine. Oh god, we're still poisoning people. Whoops. We are still poisoning our friends. Come down here. I don't really want to do this right now. Dan. Stan can get that door open. Just kidding. Using drag against werewolf. You're using your dragons against werewolves? I mean, that's one thing you could do. Now we're just passing. At the end of the turn. That bleed sucks. Heal that guy. You come over here and heal this guy from all these afflictions. However, these miasma mixologists, if you have someone like the fighters who are immune to all status effects, you can throw bombs right on top of your fighters and really do some crazy stuff with those. That's a great combination. Let's move over here and galvanize while we wait for these other 3 rounds. Was that a new kind of weapon? You talking about the sensors for the thaumaturge? There's a new class that uses sensors, which is like a smoky religious item. And they use it to like huff paint and cause negative effects for enemies and positive effects for allies. Yeah, the Thaumaturge is a free class. It does not require the DLC. It's just part of Wartales now. But the DLC adds a whole new region, werewolves, and a bunch of other stuff. This miasma stuff, it like spreads poison. It's not just normal poison. Yeah, applies 1 poison per stack to adjacent enemies at the end of their turn. When a unit ends their turn while adjacent to this unit, then consumes 1 stack. So this like spreads poison across enemies and allies. That's interesting and horrifying. So if I end my turn next to this guy, it removes the stack and eats the poison. Okay. That's a thing I can do, I guess. I'm gonna stand where this werewolf spawns. Let's do our gunner. Reload twice. Over here. Come over here. Aim. Kill that unit. Yeah, we'll just stay here. It's fine. Who are you attacking? Ow. Nice. Reactions. Ow. Nice. Kill synergies with poisoners? Yeah. Poisoner would love that class. You attack him. He's got 1 HP, literally. Rude. Ninmara. Taunt. Stab this guy in the face. Stab him in the face again. Kill that guy. Our relationship has improved. Wolf on wolf action. Kick that fool. Pass. All the enemies are now gone. Now we pass. Wolves are showing up. We got one more round. Hopefully there's not too many of these types of missions. First up is this unit here. There's 2 enemies. Okay. I think it's a good time for you to come in, sir. Huff paint, chain heal. Come over here. We're gonna do doping smoke. Yes. Oh no, hacker. Willpower. Elise. Take him down. Throw a dagger, throw an axe. Stab in face. Throw a dagger, throw an axe. Kill. Over here. Heal. Pass. Healer. Attack this guy. Over here, attack that guy. Wasted. Healer. Why can't I move you? Have you already gone? Oh, you've already gone. Brag. Take on this werewolf. Great. Pass. Pass. We're just passing to the next turn now. Ow. That kind of hurts. We're gonna heal. Heal some units. I'm curious what happens when he turns into a Lycan. Right now, one of our units is infected with lycanthropy. And I'm curious to see what happens when he rests. He just knocked him out of the way without doing any damage. Okay. We survived. Great. These count as humans, so we're getting sapphires and rubies off of them. That's cool. We're going to take a couple of these bodies with us for, you know, science. Prepare our people. Currently, we're all level 17. Fighting against level 16 werewolves. Continue. All right, we saved you, lady.
Oh, by Saint Gertrud. Oh, by Saint Elior. We should have left.
I wonder if it matters if you build it out of bricks, sticks, or hemp.
All those creatures, they were so close to us. So hungry. If you hadn't been there, the next time... I've made my decision. We're leaving. It's too dangerous. The Weald wants us dead. The Weald itself. Do you understand? I'll never cut another twig as long
it's like a Three Little Pigs reference.
I swear.
When you come to this sawmill,
Take my sons with me and head to Hosberg.
you have a choice to give them
Become beggars.
hemp,
At least we'll be
wood,
living beggars.
or sandstone. And it's like a reference to the Three Little Pigs. And then when you sleep there, the wolves come and try to blow your house down. So it was a cool little reference. Wait. Is there no wood chopping here? What kind of sawmill is this? I see the stump, but there's no actual wood cutting here. Rude. We're gonna grab these nuts. That's what she said. And keep exploring in this dark wilderness. I actually need to go back to the map here. Even though we're in this dark wilderness, you can still mark the map to kind of navigate, which is cool. So we know we need to go this way. You lose your sense of direction, you lose your compass and all that stuff while you're in here. So you get very twisted and turned around. But there's also stuff in the darkness that you need to like pick up and explore, because there's science that you have to do and research that you need to do. And the more you stay in here, the more your sanity gets tested. I kind of need to kill these, don't I? Got, what, 40 enemies coming? 40 werewolves, guys. Our torch at the bottom is almost empty as well. It's kind of like Darkest Dungeon. The lower your torch goes, the more dangerous things become and the more your sanity is tested. And if your sanity reaches 0, you get kicked out of the woods. That's a lot of big dudes. 490 HP, 378. Some of these have 1,000. What is the new level cap? There is no new level cap. It is still 15. I am just level 17 because in the fief, there's a trick that you can do to like capture a level 16 unit and then leave all of your stuff at the fief except for the level 16 unit. This unit must end the turn engaged in combat. And so basically you have a level 16 unit by itself in your troop, put everybody else into the fief, and then there's a way to level units to the average level of your fief. And if you just have a level 16, then the average level is 16. So then you can make everybody level 16. Ooh. And if you go to the difficulty extreme, you can get a level 17, which is what I did. I captured a level 17, and then I made everybody level 17. Because I could. And I just wanted to test it and see how that worked. Hopefully that helps with the explanation. Do you get attribute points? Sometimes yes. If it glitches out, sometimes no. One of my guy has -2 attribute points because it's supposed to be a 0, and then for some reason it counts it as a -2. But in some cases, I did get attribute points all the way to level 17. This enemy over here is going first. What is this guy's deal? Wavering Will. I guess they changed the icon color to purple instead of white. Let's try killing these enemies. They seem to be pretty weak. Okay, that's some damage. Yeah, I have a whole thing on fief. A whole guide on fief if you want to check that out. Kill all these guys. Run over here. Orderly. Got me some valor points now. I can do some shenanigans. Yeah, my company has a pretty crazy amount of damage. And we can do some pretty naughty stuff to the enemies. I'm gonna attack my guy. It seems like the enemy AI is actually pretty smart. There's been several cases where they've ignored my tanks and gone after my low HP units. So there might be some sort of AI in regards to the enemy intelligence. They even warned you that the animals were they even warned us that the Lycan